I haven't been hugged in quite a while, so my most memorable hugs come to me. Like the one Ben gave me. Ben, who liked to hug very bear-like. Here he is giving one of his hugs to Chris. Mine, he grabbed me from the back and gave me this huge bear hug, and I was lifted in the air, and I almost passed out. Then my girlfriend at the time, we met at a concert outside of Jemez, between Jemez and Cuba, and she met me there, and I saw her, and she ran across to me, and she had very thin, fine hair, and when she jumped into my grasp, her hair went into my mouth, and I literally swallowed it, and then when she pulled away, it pulled the hair back out of my mouth. For a bonding exercise, it seems, my brothers and I went to a porn convention in Las Vegas. And my brothers, who will remain nameless, went around sharing the camera, taking turns, doing suggestive pictures with the porn stars. And me without a camera, I went to each and every porn star. And I hugged them. I asked for a hug. I got 12 hugs out of 13 requests. And it was the most giving feeling I got the whole evening. I wasn't objectifying, I was embracing. The most hug I ever received was from the Hugging Saint. I had gone on a Monday to go editing at the Access TV studios downtown by Civic Plaza in the old Albuquerque courthouse. And when I got there, I somehow felt I should be doing something else. And across the street, I knew they were having a meeting. I paid an entry fee, and after about an hour or two of listening to uplifting East Indian music, and then being a newbie, and I got to be in the first group, and as I moved forward, sort of crawling on my knees, I got nearer and nearer to the Hugging Saint. The Hugging Saint was seated, and as it became my turn, and so as I crept into her embrace, I must have been her 5 millionth hug. She put an arm out around me, and I just sort of was hugged in this universal warmth. And while she was admonishing an assistant, I felt something touching my hand, and I looked down, and she was shoving a Hershey's Kiss into my hand. And I looked at that, and then it was my turn was over, and I went away, and I ate the candy. Well, you think after that experience that I would be calm and restful, but once I went outside, it seemed a huge storm had passed through Albuquerque, and tree limbs were on the ground, and branches were thrown about, and things were toppled over, and the streets were all rut and gloomy. But I was at peace as I drove home through the wreckage. It occurred to me that while I was inside was happening outside, while I was under the calm, warm embrace of the Hugging Saint. In conclusion, we all need a hug. Frida Carla! Hey, I need a hug.